Hey guys, what's up? This is Some Type of Artist. Welcome back to Let's Play .hack GU Volume 2, and holy cow, guys, I hope you have your cringe pants on, because this episode is gonna suck. Super big time. Congratulations on winning the tournament. I guess the Pyre entrance would be better for the title match than me after all. Good luck with it. Aw, Adelie. I want to say it doesn't even have anything nice to say about it. Oh, poor Adelie. No, I'd rather have you along, Adelie, to be honest. And not just because you're a Harvest Cleric. You're just a nice person. And then it's kind of weird though, because like immediately after she invites us to a quest. It's like, why wouldn't it be in the same email? And Gaspard here is pointing out that there's something about Tri-Edge on the message board, so you know, if you're the type of person that never reads the boards or anything, this is your, like, hint to, like, go there. Even though I'm, like, pretty sure, not now, but I'm pretty sure of, like, in some parts where you need to check the board for something, they say there is an important part on the board when you log onto the desktop. But whatever. Yeah, and last time we got Sakubo and Entrance to join our party, and oh man, things got, like, super weird. In due time, I'll talk about super weird, but it's not something I can talk about all at once. It needs to kind of be gradually revealed as my different issues with Entrance from this point on are there. There is something I can talk about immediately, so I guess in part of the terribleness of this episode, I can talk about that. And I don't want to, like, you know, diss myself or anything, but, oh, it looks like Pyros the Third is summoning Tri-Edge again. It looks like we have a new Lost Ground to go to, too, but...
This is from Pyros the Third.
Nothing I'm doing results in its terribleness, unless it's been terrible this whole time, but... I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm, like, the best Let's Player of all time right now, so I don't think it could possibly be me. But no, it's terrible because this has, like, the worst side quest in all of GU. Maybe second worst, I can't remember. Definitely tied for first, though. I hate this quest, like, so passionately. More than the stupid Shadow Dog that, like, tripped me up so much, like, earlier on. Because I couldn't, they were like, look at the dog and then see if there's anything different on its body. And it's like, oh, the different thing wasn't actually on its body. It involved having a shadow. I'm mad at myself for not catching that, and I'm mad that the game pointed me in a different direction. Oh, hey, look, it's Natsumi. Natsumi was, that green-haired girl there. She was another character from the first series. Yeah, they've had her in quite a few of these, Upkalu drawings for, with Pyros. I don't know, like, Pyros in the real world, like, our real world, is, like, a graphic designer on Project.hack. So I can understand why he puts himself in there, but Natsumi, I haven't been able to find any, like, reason why she's, like, popping up a lot again. I never really remembered her being, like, a fan favorite character either, so I'm kind of curious if there's any kind of information about why she's, you know, popping up, and, well, something else that happens in Volume 3, but the quest we're gonna go on has my, like, all-time favorite person, Negimaru, in it. So, you know, automatically, I'm just gonna be like, oh, joy, we get to hear his wonderful, sweet, sultry voice again. But, let's just say I cut a lot of this dungeon out because there is literally nothing that goes on in it, and this video is still 35 minutes long. Granted, we are going to do something else before then, this new Lost Ground. So why don't we enjoy the video while it's here, and then when we stop dealing with the new Lost Ground, you can leave if you want, and no one will blame you. I would leave. God, I fucking hate Negimaru so much. Like, so much. And, yeah, it looks like we need to do this first anyway, because everybody's offline or busy or whatever. So let's check out this new Lost Ground. It looks hot. Looks very hot. Looks like there's a lot of magma. That music, though, it's so good. It's so freaking good.
So Pyros the Third is over there?
He fell in the lava.
So you foolishly come, Tri-Edge. At long last, we meet again. Help yourself to a taste of my rope.
Your rope? You gonna do tie him up?
Ha! I have no name to give to scoundrels.
Oh my god, I love this jump he does.
Like a wild eagle with broken wings. Pyros the Third, the magnificent eagle man of blue cloudy weather, is here.
You got a serious case of deja vu.
Yeah, this is more or less the same time as when we introduced him before. Yeah, I don't get this.
And what's an
Like,
eagle doing with broken wings anyway?
yeah, I don't really understand, like, when anime characters, like, make a big deal about something when someone's, like, right in front of them, and then they're like, huh? Wait a minute, are you? It's like, can you not tell? Did you? Like, for this long? You couldn't tell it was the guy you've been partying up with?
Well, just listen to this totally hypothetical story.
Oh, please, go on.
Imagine that there is a certain graphic artist at a certain game company.
Right.
That man possessed the greatest of confidence in his graphical creation.
Did he?
He logged into his company's game to experience his creations in their native environment.
Oh.
Hey,
But one day, he saw something before his very eyes that he could not believe.
What's that? Dude,
Look,
I don't know what it could be.
His super amazing, ultra incredible graphics had been deformed by these awful, hideous, disgusting triangular monstrosities.
Oh my god, just like the first time you told this story.
Violence, now having transformed into a demon fueled by...
yeah, I've already heard all that.
Huh?
Yeah, so I guess the whole point of this is if you're playing Volume 2 without playing Volume 1, you're just being, like,
Stop chasing him.
told the
It could
same
cost you your
kind of
life.
story again. And they do this again in Volume 3 too, but I like Pyros the Third, so I don't mind it too
Until I
much.
catch him. I swear it.
I just... Now you're not even trying to hide it's you.
Now I must be off to defeat the hateful Tri-Edge. May the glitter of stars be always upon your head at all times. I'm up.
I really wish he had, like, rocket boots or something and he just, like, flew away like Mecha Grunty. But yeah, it's basically the same time as we ran into him the first time. Or maybe it's just, like, to remind you. I don't know. He gives us a new lost ground again. You know, they could at least, like... If he's such a good graphic designer and everything like that, like, I kind of can't help but wonder if, like... Couldn't he just remove the triangular graphic? Wouldn't you, like, think that would be part of his job anyway? But, I don't know. Maybe it's, like, permanently etched in there, because it's, like... It is dot hack, after all. There are supposed to be things that system admins can't do other than Ida, but... We've got all our parties back, so let's go get the gang together. We've got Adelaide, and this is, I guess, like, the mission that introduces Bo. Now, since Sakubo's in our party, this is kind of like a unique situation, because Saku and Bo are actually two separate characters for, like, party-wise. Like, they'll share the equipment that you give them and everything, and the items and everything like that, because it's, like, technically the same character. But, if you didn't notice on the email, page, Saku and Bo both share different, affection levels for Haseo. And since, our Avatar Awakening is using affection levels to determine damage now, that may be something to consider if you're playing with one person. I mean, who am I kidding? It doesn't matter. Avatar Awakening, regardless of affection level, is pretty, you know, overpowered to start with. But just give you a heads up, because I mean, I think affection levels do affect their ability to, like, you know, have common sense in battle as well. So, that's something to think about. You know, the more they like you, the more likely they'll, you know, probably heal you if you have them set properly to that. And just some other stuff like that. Something else I was going to say about Saku and Bo as well. Can't remember. So, I mean, I guess they'll have, like, their own different emails if you, send greetings to a particular one. You can't choose who to play as, though. Like, I think it works, like, each twin will be every other level, unless a story event kind of dictates that they need to be present. Like, for this one, Bo is always going to be present because Bo was invited to do this quest with you, and I think you need to do this quest to proceed with the game. I'm not 100% sure about that, but since we just got Bo in, I'm assuming you need to do that. But if you're like... He's such a nice kid.
Sure.
But yeah, Bo will, I forget, like, the even levels will be one of the twins, and the odd levels will be the other twin. So, you can kind of keep that in mind if you're just trying to, like, think of things to do in the future, because it is really cool that we have another Shadow Warlord finally. Like, nothing against Gaspard, but since Sakubo is an Epitaph user, they will have better stats, so I can see why people would kind of prefer to have them over Gaspard at this point in the game, especially because Syllabus and Gaspard are kind of, like, losing their roles in the story. But, alright, so... The main thing with this dungeon, I don't even remember what the actual quest is. Get to the bottom and find something for that little girl. But...
Hey, you're Haseo the PKKer.
Oh, hey!
Get us all at once.
You're pretty good voice acting.
What are you talking about?
You're being overconfident, but we'll make you regret coming here.
So this is like...
Bring it on.
This is like either a 2 or 3 floor dungeon, I kind of forget. But there are no monsters anywhere. There are 3 instances like this here, where a group of PKers will attack you, and then you'll deal with the boss of the area. But it's an entire dungeon filled with literally nothing in it. An entire cave dungeon filled with nothing in it. Like, I've gone on and, like, complained about shit. Like, there's nothing in these dungeons except for, like, the same few monsters and, like, items here and there, but, like... I mean, there's still items and chests here and there, but, like... Game! What the hell? Why are you giving me a multi-floor dungeon with no monsters in it? Like, this is just... super lazy! Super padding! Like, and you're guilty of this a lot, and I try to stick up for you when I can, but, like... shit like this just makes it tough. Like, at the very least, these pay carriers are kind of giving me a hard time. I don't know if it's, like, because I'm at a lower level or because I'm using a new character. It probably doesn't help that we have 2 mages instead of... and I'm, like, the only physical person attacking, but... I mean, the PKers are a bit of a challenge. I'll give it that, but, you know, that's nothing gaining 1 or 2 levels can't fix.
Are you ready?
But yeah, it's just, like... Why? Why? And I'd like to say that's the worst of it, but it's not, because when we go on to the boss, it's Negimaru, and he's just talking for so long. And it's so annoying, because it's more of that dialogue where he's, like, saying, like, 1 or 2 words at a time, and it's separated by that, like, long pause while the game's loading the next set of dialogue, and it's just super awkward, and it drives me crazy, so... I've decided to edit out the entire dungeon. I'm just showing when you're fighting these guys. I was gonna do fast forward, but, like, even then the video was, like, too long, and I think it's too long now, but you know what? I'm sour, and... you're gonna suffer with me. Because just going to Sifberg wasn't worth its own video, and this is not worth its own video. But together, at least you have part of a good thing. I don't know. It's just, it's frustrating. I'm getting my ass handed to me, like, so bad by these guys. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, someone mentions it on the boards, and they're very right. Fighting players is very different than fighting monsters. Like, all of these counter status ailments are, like, a huge pain in the ass. Like, a super huge pain in the ass. Like, it's cool when you're doing it and everything, but it's also super obnoxious when it's the other way around. You know, at least in the arena, you go in expecting to, like... You're supposed to go in expecting it's gonna be a challenge, but with the way the arena handles things, it's, like, hardly call it a challenge. But, like, when you just run into stuff like this in the field, it's like, you're not, like, prepared for, like... You're not expecting to need to put on, like, anti-paralysis and anti-sleep stuff. So, it's just, it's frustrating. But... I don't know. I wish Bo would do something more. I still don't understand why in this game your mages just, like, go and try to attack people with their staves and cast spells directly next to an enemy. Like, that's something the original series was so smart not to do, and I don't understand why it happens here. Like, your mages never get good enough attack power to, like, justify them going so close up to an enemy and, like, attacking them in between spells. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's crazy. I feel like they're running away from the enemy half the time, but then it kind of also looks like they're just, like, running around like chickens with their heads cut off, and it's like... I don't know, like... Guys, just go away from the enemy and cast spells like a mage should. Like, why is Bo, like, going up there and just, like, smacking it? And it's not just, like, a low SP situation. This is, like, the way it's, like, always done. And it's just, it drives me crazy. Like, that's why if I'm gonna put on, like, counters with status ailments on anybody, it's gonna be the mages. Because, like, if they're just going up and putting themselves in harm's way anyway, then it's like, why not? Why not just, like, have your enemy get, like, paralyzed as soon as they hit your mage? Because, like, if they're just gonna be walking around, like, next to them like they're buds anyway, then just, like, go for it then. Yeah, I was saving this awakening because, like, holy hell, these guys were super annoying. It always looks so weird with some of these models, just, like, standing in place as you're doing this. Like, Adelie, like, especially. It looks like Adelie's supposed to be holding her weapon. And I think, like, the reason is they use, like, the same models from your Beast Awakening, and I think they are holding their weapons in that. But for whatever reason, they're not in the Avatar Awakening. Like, I don't know. I just kind of don't understand, like, just some of the things they decided with Geo at all. Wow, we did max damage to one of them. Incredible. See, like I said, like, it doesn't matter how low your affection rating is, they're just gonna do great anyway. Like, I guess the affection rating only really accounts for, like, how, like, big your window of, like, getting extra time to mash buttons is.
What's wrong?
I thought I heard something. It sounded like someone was making a speech.
You heard that? Where'd it come from?
I don't know. It was really faint and distant.
Yeah, like on the next floor. Why does he say that? It's on the next floor. How did he even hear it?
PKing? It's culture.
Alright, guys.
What is PK?
Clench your butts and put on your cringe pants.
In other words, PKing is a cultural interaction between those who PK and those who get PK'd. Our guild is based on the principle
Why did you make a
of PK
character
cultural
that's hunched
interaction.
over like a fucking
guild
creep?
Specializing in PKing. A guild of the PKers, for the PKers, by the PKers. Now I ask, wouldn't you all like to enjoy PKing in an even better environment? Now everyone, come up and shake my hand.
Boss, you're the greatest. I don't think anyone could say no to joining after hearing all that.
Yeah,
No
it was
kidding.
very
You see
riveting.
me? I was in tears over there.
Over here, you mean?
Gee, you're gonna make me blush. The rest should be here any minute now. I think I'll rehearse again. Huh?
Yeah, like, how do you not notice they're, like, standing there?
Who's the first to arrive?
Huh?
Who are you?
Why? Why did he not see him first, and then when he realized someone's there, it still took him, like, forever to realize it? It's... Why do they do shit like that?
I'm on a quest.
God.
And you? What the hell are you doing here?
This is perfect. Though you startled me by showing up so suddenly.
Yeah, so suddenly.
Hey, the terror of death. I've been wanting to see you.
Huh?
When we last fought, I was knocked out in real life. When I came to, I was in a locker room. Bordeaux and Green were gone.
Wait, what? No.
Neither of them have access
Why were
to
you in a
the
locker
since that
room?
day. They won't reply to my emails either.
Why were you playing this game in a locker
It's all your
room?
fault, I know it. You did something, didn't you? Didn't you? Right?
Hey, wait. It's obvious this guy doesn't know anything about Ida.
Yes. And that's why I'm going to get you. Who would have guessed that the man my new guild was made to destroy would show up at the recruitment meeting?
Have I ever mentioned
I'll
how
tell
much I
you
hate
something
Negimaru's
good.
theme?
Right here.
Because, like, I'm
right
really
now.
ready to take
A
the
lot of
last
guild
earbud out of my
PKs
ears
are
and
headed
just,
this
like,
way
watch this
even
in
as we
silence.
speak. What do you think of that? Huh? No less than 9 of
My
them.
god, he is still talking!
Well, so, how about it? Are you scared yet? Big man, Mr. PKK Haseo.
Stop talking.
Listen, no matter how strong you are, there's no way you can do much with a girl
Oh
and
my
king
god,
holding
this
you down.
scene is still going on. Like, I told you, it just keeps going on and on and on. Why?
Boss,
All the people I invited to the assembly have sent emails to say they're not coming.
What?
I can't believe the person that voices Antares also voices Negimaru. That just kind of blows my mind.
You're kidding. Why all of a sudden?
It's like, hey, can you do a good voice, but then a bad voice for another side character too? Yeah, sure, okay.
If you mean the PKers, we already ran into them. Of course, we had to fight them when they started coming after us.
You're kidding.
boss, this ain't good.
We can't beat him with just us. Run!
You running, or what?
Stupid idiots! How can we run away after everything I've said? We'll do it, even if it's just us.
Oh, come on.
Jesus Christ! Oh my god, finally! God damn it. Take this idiot down. Jeez, so yeah, if it's not obvious, or if you're just tuning in now, it was like your first episode, I can't stand Negimaru. I think he's like one of the most obnoxious characters in this game. And trust me, I think anyone watching up to this point can vouch that I kind of have a problem with just about everybody in this game. But holy crap, that just... It'd be one thing if he, like, literally was, like, just a sidekick, and he just talked when, like, Bordeaux was showing up, but like, holy, they have these quests with him that like want to like build his character to like being like this sympathetic guy and that you want to feel sorry for, but it just, he's annoying and the music is so irritating and it just goes on and on and on and on. Like, holy hell. Like we'll see after this battle, like, how he misses, like, Bordeaux and Green and, like, these short scenes showing how they, like, became friends or partners or whatever the hell they are. I don't know. But God, I don't know. Even, like, in those scenes, like, he's such a creep. Like, this guy, like, the only good thing I can say about this quest is Saku's gonna show up in a little bit and just totally tear this guy a new asshole, and it's, like, probably the best thing Saku does, like, in the entire series. Because Saku, I kind of feel like, is pretty annoying, too, most of the time, but this scene, I like her, like, a lot. But, yeah. And this is also one of those battles where it's like, why do you even need to finish them off?
No match for him. Come on, boss. Let's get out of here.
To hell with that, I'm out of here.
Me too.
Hey! Wait!
Well, looks like this is it.
Damn it!
Get lost. I don't care about you or your stupid guild.
For once, I agree with you,
All I
Sayo.
want to do is keep going on our quest.
Oh, I guess
Alright,
that's what
let's
we
go.
were looking for.
So, you're running away? The terror of death isn't so tough after all, is he?
Oh my god. Shut up. Please
Huh?
stop talking.
Come on, bring it. We're not done fighting
Oh
yet.
my god.
Maybe I didn't make myself clear.
What are you having, like a seizure?
Come on. Don't be scared, Negimaru. Don't fall back. Bordeaux. Green. Give me the courage I need to face him.
Oh my god, is he this bad in, like, the Japanese version?
Hey, girl. Your mother let you leave the house like that?
Like, this guy is, like, obnoxious and fucking creepy. Why are they spending so much time with him?
I give up. I surrender. I lose. Please don't hit me anymore.
Would you stop following me?
But Bordeaux, I've fallen in love with your strength. Please make me your disciple.
Huh?
Come on, both of us are in Kestrel. Please.
I miss
beg
Bordeaux so much right now. I'm pretty sure I'm, like,
you. What's
trying to
with the
proceed to
silent act
text
all
as
of
soon
a
as
sudden?
I can, too.
Oh, what's the matter? Are you just so scared you can't even speak?
You're pretty good. All right, what's your name?
Green.
Bordeaux? Nope. Haven't seen her here lately. She was kicked out of the guild, right? There's no way she'd still be here.
It's like he's this lost little lamb without his friends that misuse him. I don't know. He's still getting, like, no sympathy for me. He's too obnoxious.
Pathetic. There's no way she'd show her face.
Bang Shishigami? Was that you?
I'm a PKer, damn it! If I turn tail and run away right in front of a PKKer, how would I ever be able to show my face to Bordeaux and Green when they come back?
Why didn't you just show the effects when the text came up?
Is this guy still seriously planning to fight?
Yes, Sao. This is still going on.
Here goes.
And, like, it doesn't matter what he did for his stats. I'm being cautious here, but, like, you gang up on him. That's all you do. Like, look, half his health is gone already. It's literally nothing. And he caught us in a trap, and his Sao was just kind of floating there in midair. Or maybe that health was, like, halfway gone from, like, the previous battle, since we only, like, took out about half of it anyway. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm still, like, kind of kicking myself that I didn't pick up aspirin the other day, because I really need it right now.
You are really strong. It's infuriating. Damn it.
How can a game have music as beautiful as The Lost Grounds and have this here too?
Even I can at least take out one of you.
And they're just
before
like
I go down.
standing there.
This midget.
Midget? Is it
Bo, run!
midget? Why? He's a kid.
Mine, you son of a-
He's like an appropriate height for a kid. Yeah, now Saku took over and, like, fucking finally. Saku, please just, like, tear this guy up.
Who are you calling a midget? Huh?
Saku. She must have switched with Bo.
Honestly, pull yourself together already. I know your deal. Basically, the friends you've been playing with up till now have all suddenly gone and disappeared, right? And that means that they've grown sick of you.
What?
PKing for a stupid reason like that, huh, and getting all angry at people? You can't get more pathetic than that. I know, maybe your friends just get tired of you being so pathetic. Give me a break. A PKer only guild? What do you think you're gonna be able to do with a guild populated by a bunch of guys like that, huh? Think about it. Don't you think your friends left you because of your stupidity? Of course you do. Well, I mean, seriously, just look at you. What? You think you're playing someone who's a dork online but a stud in real life? I mean, come on. Negimaru? Could you be any more obvious?
I don't know what that
You're
means,
hopeless.
but
Totally hopeless.
whatever.
You think you're fooling anybody? You are king of the losers. Did you know that guys who are losers offline are big losers online too? Did you hear me? I'll say it again. Guys who are losers offline are also big losers online too.
Good thing I'm such a cool guy offline, and that's why I'm even cooler online too. Right, guys? Wink.
Pretty brutal.
He really is pathetic. Who does he think he's calling up? Huh? What do you want, Bo? Oh, fine. Huh.
Are you playing a loser online that's a stud in real
I'm
life?
sorry. Saku sort of forced her way in.
No, I'm so glad she did. I don't know what I was gonna do if I had to listen to that Negimaru song one more time. Yeah, I'm just like... yeah, all of that shit took 15 minutes. Like... agreed. Like, holy crap. I'm done. God, that took a lot out of me. This isn't the moment in GU where I was like, I'm getting sick of the game. That comes a little bit later, but holy hell, it is really times like these where it's like,
Any help at all?
I really just want to get to the big plot stuff. I want to get to my fight with Sirius and the big stuff that happens in that fight. I want to get to the next big arc, which I really enjoy. I want to get to the end of the game, which has a lot of revelations that I really enjoy. I want to get away from all of this stupid fucking shit that has nothing to do with anything right now.
Really siblings? I'd like to see what's in real life.
Not that I always dislike it. You know, I do like quieter moments that like remind you guys are all just still playing a game together, but like scenes like that really Okay, next time, not this. See you later.